everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Cowboys going up against the Panthers. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. First down throw for Prescott. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line, and they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
K'Wan Short came out of Purdue as one of the top-rated defensive tackle prospects. Now he's one of the top-rated NFL players.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, Prescott in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. K'Wan Short in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Fielded at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And this one complete right side to Funchess. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Randy Gregory entered the league with people excited about his pass rushing skills. They continue to stay excited about his potential.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun on third down, Newton gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. One man in the backfield, Elliott.
Here we go.
And he'll get it up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain, they would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
And he's got Moncrief. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Wake up. Take a sec.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Todd Gurley, 70 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Second down, Prescott. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 23 yards on the play. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott now. And a quick throw here that's complete. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Shift together here from the D-line.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
It's a keeper with Prescott. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid game there in the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It's a pickup of 14 there, and the Panthers are going to get a first down.
So this game's not very far along. He's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another first down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator. What do I do in this situation? It's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way? Because the risk is if I don't, he ends up having a monster game.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. $10 yards to go on third. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing on third down, Newton. And that will be incomplete as well.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taking it about the 16. Now a first down throw for Newton. And this is incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's the Panthers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's pulled in at the 32. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. Jeff Swaim, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Prescott to throw it. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type...
Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Gurley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll be first down, Panthers. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
And that'll be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll come out in the pistol. Back to the air. Newton on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Come on now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
7 yards to go on second down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They snap it to Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT. And this is Moncrief for the catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
One man in the backfield, Elliott.
Let's go. Brad 38.
First down, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Come on, let's go. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Come on, let's go. Ohio. Ohio.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
A good pickup there of 22. And now 1st down following that long gain.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
It's a pickup of 21. And the Panthers are going to get a 1st down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, it's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Back to the air, Newton on second. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Brief break in the action here. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. Now Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Todd Gurley. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And that makes it 14-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
A dump off to Elliott. A beautiful fake. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. And quickly, they get to the line. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Now Prescott, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Third and long for Prescott. Completes it to Moncrief left side. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The left-footed Kevin Huber set to punt it away.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That's taken on the 25. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Newton. He's got time. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Come on now.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Looking left side, and it's complete. He got 29 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And the play clock's running down. On 1st down, Newton. That is incomplete. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
In many ways, being in a zone defense versus in-breaking routes is exactly what you want, because most zone coverages are taught to keep eyes on the quarterback and sense receivers, and that way you can see right back into the play, and when the quarterback delivers, you're just driving on the football and trying to arrive in a spot to make a play on it, which is exactly what we saw there.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, 32 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Ooh, with a juke. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Third and short yardage. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. So the offense has it first and 10.
Come on, flex round! Flex round!
First down. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Second and 10. Newton again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Newton on first down. And his throw is incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Do something. Ready? 180.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Three yards left to grab here on third down. Newton on third down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for check downs or dump offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Play clock winding down. Another pistol look here. To throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
And he motions the wide receiver. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go!
On 2nd down, Elliott. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go!
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! 38!
for Prescott. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Come on now.
Time running out here on the play clock. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up and making it.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Devin Funchess, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And he fields it cleanly. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Gurley again here on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, what a move. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Give him 12 yards on that one, and earns him a fresh set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going. Want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there? And that's run the football.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Set. 180. 20. Set.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And this one complete right side to Funchess. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. They come out here in the eye. They snap it to Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Todd Gurley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Dallas gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Second down now after the pass completion. Prescott now on second down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. 7 yards remaining here on 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Ohio!
On 3rd down, it's Prescott finding time. And he comes back with one complete. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's go.
To the air again, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Prescott, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Give him 14 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swaim from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Come on now. That's it.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
20.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
That's it. 180. 80. Take a sack. Come on, come on, come on.
The one running back is Gurley.
Set. 180. 80.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Newton now on second. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cowboys have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll come out in the pistol. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Second and goal. They still need 8 yards to find the end zone. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. They got to have 6 here. It's third and goal. Prescott on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their dangerous wide receiver. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Come on now.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll return it from the 6. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast, maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. Now a desperation. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you'll only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Newton's going to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Well, in tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. 3rd and long. It's Newton. It got his man complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Newton on first down. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Carolina, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.